What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video should I say. Today I will be showing you all how to make pancakes. So for a start, you're going to need flour, preferably non-raising, plain flour. However, I didn't have any of that, and you're just going to need around 100 grams of that. This is just to start. I'm listing off all the ingredients. So for two, you're going to need some butter, less than this obviously, and 300 mils of milk. Where's my egg? There it is. You're also going to need an egg, one egg, right? So what you do is, for a start, you take your 100 grams of flour, yeah, and you sieve that in through a sieve, just like this, and through that, just shake the sieve slowly, and there we have it, some nice sieved flour. You can then leave the sieve over here to one side. I mean, you don't have to leave it over there exactly, but so make sure you've washed your hands before this, as I have done. So you just make a nice little well there in the middle, and now I am going to need to use my two hands for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my phone there, and I hope you can all see this. Yeah, I think you should be able to. Yeah, you can see that. So what I would recommend you do is, instead of putting it straight in as the egg, what you do is you get a nice small glass like this kind of size glass, small enough, and you crack the egg into the glass. This allows you to see if any of the egg has broken into it or if anything's gone wrong, and then you just throw the eggshell in the bin. I say rinse your hands off after that, but that isn't essential, right? So then what you obviously do is you dry your hands. So you've made that well there, and you have your egg. So what you do then is, I think I can continue using the phone now manually, holding. Yeah, so what you do now is you pour your egg into said well, just like that. And then you pour in about half your milk, right? So all of this stuff is obviously approximate, you know, so you don't actually need to be 100% accurate. So, you know, you can always put in more or less, you know, same amount. How much am I on there? Not even on 200 yet. So yeah, you want about 150 mils of milk in here. I'm on about 200. Slightly more. Yeah, that's good. So this might get slightly messy, and that's why I am actually going to move the Amazon Echo Dot out of the way there, so that Alexa doesn't end up a milky mess. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this. Whoop, nearly spilled it there. Don't spill it all. And now you can do this with a whisk, however I prefer to use electrical equipment. So this here is a nearly dropped basically an automatic food thingy whisker. Yeah, no clue what they're actually called. All I know is you can buy them easily enough. If you just Google automatic whisk, I'm sure you'll find one. So make sure it's latched on fully, so not like this. Good. And then I would say just set the power to medium and get whisking. And now while you're doing this, every so often you should stop and, well, actually you shouldn't stop, you should do it while you're doing it, basically. So while it's being stirred up, you should add in more milk to try break down some more of the flour, basically. And yeah, that's pretty much it for making the batter. So while you do this, you want to just slowly and surely just pour in the milk. So again, I'm going to have to do something weird with my phone here. I'm going to have to place something there, I'd say. And I hope you guys can see this. I think you should be able to, but I'm not sure. So yeah, you can also increase the power on these things, make them a bit stronger, so, you know. So eventually though, you want it to be a nice, smooth, creamy texture. Basically, you don't want any lumps of flour in it or anything. And, you know, it's all pretty self-explanatory really what you want to do. And when you see what it looks like in the end, you'll kind of know yourself what it's supposed to look like, and you'll be able to judge from that what you actually want it to do. So you'll be able to judge, oh, I need slightly less milk, in which case you just add more flour, and probably you should add more egg in that circumstance as well. So I'm just going to quickly clean up some milk here that's spilled. You know, no need to cry over spilled milk, or whatever the saying is. So yeah, I'm just going to clean that up now real quick. And this is basically what the batter should look like. So yeah, that's what it should look like. Yeah, basically a smooth, creamy-ish texture. It should be very fluid in the way it moves. It should be liquid, basically. It should just be a plain old liquid, okay? So now what you should do is you should go get yourself a piece of tissue, and I need to do this quickly before that thing falls over. So yeah, I'd say get yourself a piece of tissue. Oh, nearly fell there. Yeah, wait for this to kind of let everything fall off it. Don't turn it on like this, or it will send what's inside of it everywhere. That's just slight bit of there on 0 force basically. So and then you can just leave that there for now. Detach the top, and now I've attached it in a way that I can't detach it. Lovely stuff. Oh no, don't get it on the table now. As you can tell, this video is going really well for me. Let's see here, maybe this wasn't the best idea. I'll stick to sausages and rashers in future. So just take the head off and leave this over to one side. You will not be needing this again. So unless your mixture gets really lumpy, which means you probably didn't do it right the first time. Unless that happens, you should definitely just, if it gets lumpy again, I would say whisk it for a while longer, or use the automatic one. It's much quicker to use an automatic one than a manual you know, whisk. So I'd definitely say go for that. But yeah, so what is it again here? Yeah, so now you have your mixture, and now you're also going to need a spatula and a ladle like this for pouring it out onto it. Or you can also make up this mixture here, put it in a jug like this one here that I was using. I would not recommend that because it could stick to it. So I see that my mixture is getting lumpy, so what I'm going to do now is I should have a hand whisk somewhere here. Here it is. It's really small, so I'm going to roll up my sleeve, and I'm going to get whisking manually on those small few bits there that haven't broken down fully. So yeah, unfortunately I can't actually pause this video recording because of the way the YouTube recording system works, so I can't just cut ahead to it fully finished. You have to watch all of it. Yeah, if you record using the YouTube app on your phone, this is what you can expect. So yeah, I think I mentioned this in one of my previous videos as well. I can't do the live streams anymore because I don't have like over 1,000 subscribers. So if you want live streams to come back, just hit that like button and get me up to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll see what I can do. Yeah. Yeah, this is not working. I really need a bigger whisk. What was I thinking doing this? Yeah, so I think this is mostly broken down actually. Yeah. There's no real way to fix it if you do add in too much milk, apart from, as I said, adding in more sugar, more flour, not sugar, sorry, more flour and more egg. So, you know, just be very precise with the milk. Or now I'm an idiot and a half. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to take a fork and I'm going to take a tissue. Yeah, this is why you don't drop the whisk. And now this will definitely probably mess up the mixture a slight bit. So yeah, I'm going to definitely leave my phone back over here. And I'm actually going to put it the other way around so you can see better. Here we go. Okay, you should be able to just about make me out. I'm just going to go fishing for the whisk with the fork. Take it out, let it drip down. And this is definitely wasting batter, by the way, so you should try to keep batter wastage to a minimum for obvious reasons. The more batter wasted, the less food you actually get from it. So yeah, don't let this happen. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the fork, because honestly forks are way easier than whisks, especially if the whisk has such a short handle. So you can probably see I'm wearing headphones, and as far as I know, the microphone audio should be being recorded through the headphones. So hopefully it's better than usual. Maybe it's worse, I don't know. These are Sony WH-XB700 headphones. Yeah. For those of you who were wondering, they have built-in Alexa and Google Assistant functionality. Yeah, they're pretty cheap as well, so, you know, Google them, buy yourself a pair. Pretty good sound quality as well. They also have the Sony Headphones Connect app. I know this sounds more like an unboxing for these and less of a pancake making tutorial, but here we go. And I should be good here. So yeah. As you can see here, this is lovely and smooth batter. Now some people will tell you to leave it to stand. I say just why waste time doing that? Now I will bring over the Pyrex jug of milk, or well, that was of milk. And this is where I will leave the fork, because well, you know, I might need it again in a few minutes time. I don't know. So what you do now is, you get your pan. Yeah. Turn on your stove thing. Set it to maximum heat, I'd say, and make sure all rings are on. Okay, so things like this, sometimes this ring here. Now don't touch your ring unless you know it's cool. So I know these are 0. They've been off for well over an hour now. So I know that this ring here, some ovens turn both on by default. Other ones, you have an inner and an outer. It will only turn on the inner, then you turn on the outer. So, you know, that's just a word of advice there from me. Perfect, so that's heating up. And now it says 1 tablespoon of butter. I would say just literally, do you see this packet here? Something like this. Some high quality Irish butter, definitely best for this. Now you don't want too much butter, but you also don't want too little butter, okay? Some people would say to use oil. Butter is better, I find. So, you know, I'd say this much butter here, and just maybe even less actually, yeah, sure. You should definitely not be doing this, what I'm doing here, and just leaving the butter there and cutting it there. So yeah, the amount of things I do in this video that I point out you shouldn't be doing, I should really stop. But still, so now let's see here. Now I want to get a big plate, because they will be served off of, even though these are all just for me. So, you know, yeah. Now you don't turn on the heat, because most plates, if they're exposed to heat from something like this for too long, you'll go to pick it up. This happened to me once, pick it up, and the plate will actually have cracks from the heat. Basically, the heat will cause it to crack, and that will immediately crack the plate, and the pancakes will fall. So yeah, and you'll also have a broken plate, that too. So yeah, this is the butter in the pan. You just need to stir it around in it, make sure that it's basically just to stop the pancakes from sticking. You know, no need to make it sound any fancier than it is. It's to stop the pancakes from sticking. You just want the pan. I do actually need that extra bit of butter. So you get it, you throw it on. You don't actually throw it, that's very bad, because it could cause the hot butter to splash up and hit you in the face. And you do not want that, so, you know. Now this pan has been used for other stuff, but the heat I'm cooking it at, 1, kills everything, and 2, I know what was on it. I know it's safe, I know it's clean. So, you know, obviously though, if you do have a dirty pan, if you're not sure, don't use it. I think this was used for omelettes as far as I know, so pretty similar things actually. And you know what, I'm going to need another quarter or so of this. But yeah, so, or if it was used for something radically different. Now what I have heard someone say was, if you put cook some bacon on first, a pan, and you leave that in a warming drawer of some kind or under a grill, what you can then do is you can actually get the bacon flavour infused in the pancakes. So, you know, that's pretty good there for you. So yeah, this is around what you need. So now your first pancake is going to be awful, by the way, with this. So I would say definitely don't be reliant on it. And oh yeah, you should also definitely turn this heat down to something more reasonable. I'd say something like 6 or 7 on my one now. I don't know what those units of measurement are, whether it's 6 or 7, you know, gas mark or whatever. This will also actually give you a good example of the texture of the mix, right? So you know when I throw it on the pan, and yeah, pancakes are actually really quick to make, which is what's one of the good things about them, and they're also cheap. You don't need any level of expertise or ingredients that you wouldn't naturally find in your house. So you throw it on just like that, and then you want to really quickly swash it around the pan so that you can hopefully get it as big as possible. And I forgot something that I was meant to do. Before you make the first pancake, you're meant to pour out the butter. Yeah. Well, this is just going to be a waste of a pancake, so it's not even going to be inedible. It's literally going to be like 100% inedible. So yeah, this is definitely going really well. Yeah, I need to stop making these things one-handed. I should invest in like a GoPro or something like that. And yeah, I can buy one on Wish probably, actually do an unboxing of it and then do my future unboxings using it, assuming it works. Oh yeah, on the subject of Wish, my toy gun is actually quite good, believe it or not. Yeah, it uses batteries, which I didn't know, so I assumed it was jamming all the time when I first got it. Hadn't read the instructions that said to add batteries, so yeah. Now while that's cooking, I'd say keep an eye on that, but also with your other hand, just begin doing this basically. Keep the batter from going, I'm not going to say stale, but from going still for too long, because that's how lumps do form in it. Now when the outsides get a bit like this, right, you know that's when it's kind of somewhat ready to be turned, right? It will also begin bubbling on top. Oh, that's actually half reasonable. 1 second. I'm definitely not doing this well. Yeah, okay, I just made that worse. Ta-da, pancakes! Yeah, you can tell who's making these all right. Yeah. So yeah, this is the first one. As I said, the first one will be bad. I'll try flipping the next one, you know, give it the old whoosh into the air. See what happens. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck to this. Actually, on the subject of, let there be light. Yeah. I actually wanted to turn the thing on, but I have no clue how to. So, yeah, that's meant to be just an extractor fan to take all the heat and all, or whatever it is called, away. So yeah, I'd say these are ready now. This one's definitely just not being consumed by anyone. If you have a pet, maybe a dog or something like that, you know, if you have a dog or something, maybe they'd eat it. But yeah, I would not say this is that edible for a human. Cats as well, I hear, eat a lot of stuff that humans don't. You can also, what you can do is you can just leave them off to one side and just break them up and sprinkle them on the actual pancakes. Look, that bit there didn't even flip. Oh god. Pancake, as a Russian would say. I don't know what Russians call pancakes actually, so that was very discriminatory of me, and I am not sorry. Nah, sorry about if I offended anyone here by that appalling Russian accent. So now what you want to do is you really quickly want to just try to spread it out as wide as you can. Oh god, no, this is not going to end well. It touched the edge up there. And from my experiences, if it touches the edge, you're in for a surprise. So while that's actually doing that, what I will do is I will take out a second plate for the non-wasted pancakes. I might nibble on that one actually while I cook these, you know that? God. I know it sounds sad, but you know, I may actually just nibble on the really bad one while these ones cook. Always check with the back of your hand, because if you check it like that, your hand will inherently go forward. So if you're checking it, tap with the back of your hand. It's easier to pull away. It's actually grand tasting. Don't know why I gave myself so much crap for that one, but yeah. So if I loosen this one off, okay. So loosen it. No, never mind. No, am I really going to turn this one into a bad one as well? No. I need to save it. I need to have at least one good one. Come on. No, it's lost. You know, they may not look the nicest, but they'll taste fine. I promise you that. Assuming you follow this method exactly. Yeah, next time I'll loosen it fully, and I'll go for instead of trying to turn it with that, I'll actually go for the proper. Okay. I think that's my fire alarm going off. I'm going to go open a door quickly so that, oh yeah, that's the skybox I took apart. Yeah, need to get some air in. That's my smoke alarm going off there, people. Make sure you have some ventilation in the room before you begin this, and yeah, get as many windows open as possible if you hear that happening. Okay, yeah, I'd say these are done now as well, but you see, there's nothing really wrong with an undercooked pancake apart from taste not being very good. So you know, yeah, it's really, there's not much there. Now what you can always do is actually, you can you can add in some chocolate stuff to the batter and kind of make a chocolatey batter. I heard some people do that. I don't personally think it's a good idea, because chocolate's bad for you. So yeah, too high in calories, definitely. Yeah, I say while cooking like 6 pancakes. Yeah. So yeah, if you forget this recipe, you can just type in on Google how to make pancakes, because that's how I found this recipe. Yeah, so I'm just going to throw all these on that as well. So now I have 2 on the waste plate and none on the good plate. Alright, that is perfect. So 2 out of apparently 6. Now I don't think I'll be getting 6 out of this, but here we go anyway. Did I turn off my oven by accident? No, on. And then set this to like 6. Yeah, 6. Cool. Yeah, if anyone has any video suggestions for things they'd want me to make a video on, please feel free to throw a comment down below, and I'll see what I can do for you. Yeah, cool. As I say, it's actually half edible. Now it's only half edible. It's not fully edible. Oh, that one's too hot to touch, actually. Oh, wow. It's actually grand, yeah. Just tastes a bit more battery. If you like egg, it could actually be nicer. I'm going to give that a few seconds longer. Make sure I don't ruin another one. You see this one here? The waste ones, I literally only call them waste because they look funny. And I guess it's a meta joke about society and the way we treat people who are different to ourselves. Okay, here we go. Ta-da! Yeah, that's right, I flipped it, yeah. One-handed. Just ignore that it's stuck up there for now. We'll get to that in a minute. This stuff is actually decent enough. Just pancake, just a bit underdone. Throw on a bit of maple syrup, Nutella. It's grand. No, I'd say this might actually be done. Now, you know what, I'll leave it a few seconds longer because I just don't want to ruin another one. You know, make haste quickly. Or what is it again? Make haste slowly, is it not? Yeah? You know. Just going to check the underneath. And now that could still do with a few more seconds, I think. Oh god, I saved that one. I'd say in a few seconds here when I'm done this piece here. Yeah. I'd say it's possibly done now. Yeah, that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. So now I have one proper, had two non-proper ones, but I ate them all. Well, there's still a small bit left actually that I'll finish during this one here. So I'm at least going for a 50-50 win-loss ratio between broken pancakes and non-broken pancakes. So as well, the reason you do this is because it's all bunched up there, as you can see. So it allows you to kind of spread it out a bit. And oh god, this is lumpy. Oh god, I accidentally made lumpy batter. Lovely stuff. I don't know if you can actually make it out there with how bad this phone camera is, but yeah. I will be using better equipment from Tuesday. That's when I get my proper phone back. If you're cooking for other people, definitely don't eat while cooking, but if you're cooking for yourself, it's fine. Because so what if my saliva gets on that pancake? I will be eating that pancake. And it will be digested by, guess what? My saliva. So, you know what? It's a pretty good idea to eat while cooking pancakes. Especially if they end up like those ones there did. I'll keep that there for now, actually. I'm not too sure. No, this is definitely a bad idea. No, okay, leave that for a few seconds longer. Then again though, it's so well done around the edges here. It's like ready to go. Yeah, this is definitely ending up broken, I'd say. Aha, I have it. Maybe not. And I flipped it far too soon. Lovely stuff. Well, I better get this side as well, so they're at least synchronized with each other, I suppose. And yeah, this might not actually go on the broken one. I could just call it two proper ones. Slightly smaller proper ones. So yeah, just checking something here. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, as I said, make sure you have proper ventilation in terms of windows and all being open, because you know, well, you heard my smoke alarm going off there. Imagine if that had like called the fire brigade or something. This one might end up going on the broken one. I'll keep the good half though, but you know, this one here that's like mangled and all. Yeah, you should definitely not flip them prematurely. I'd say that side there is done actually now. Because you always have one side that's slightly whiter than the other, I find. And that's no matter where you go or who made them or whatever. So you can also make big puffy ones if you use self-raising flour and you leave them bunched up and all. You can also add in sugar, some people say, and it helps sweeten them. I don't like sweetened pancakes, I like savoury pancakes. You know, you can throw on a bit of bacon if you have it, or ham, or throw on some cheese, you know, make a nice sandwich basically, batter sandwich. I know it sounds weird, healthy-ish pancakes, because well, pancakes aren't healthy as we all know, well and truly. Pancakes are not healthy, but they're far from it. But you know, it's healthier than throwing on chocolate and maple syrup and all. Who knows, though, I might have 2 or 3 of them at the end, like that. Or, no, I'm joking, I'm having all of them with maple syrup. Yeah. So yeah, I would say this one here can go on the proper plate. Even though it's slightly pale, I don't think I'm getting that any better. And this one here can go there, and this one here can go there as well. They can live together like shubdi-baba. And this is why it didn't happen. When I accidentally turned off the oven, I forgot to activate the second ring. So it didn't heat up fully on the outsides, but it did on the inside. No, wait, because of the way it fell on the pan, like that was the outside, and that was the inside. So yeah, yeah, you get me. Well, anyway, I'm just going to give that a few seconds to heat up and enjoy. That one isn't great now, have to say. You can also use lemon juice, and sugar is quite nice on pancakes. Yeah. Might make a few more of these videos, depending on how this one goes. You know, watch time, average views, comments. If you want me to do more cooking videos, just comment cooking with like 3 exclamation marks. I'll know what you mean. Yeah. And if you've made it this far into the video, there will be a giveaway coming up soon. You'll just have to see. The aim is that when my most recent gaming video, which is Beat Saber, gets to 100 views, so it's a while away now, but if it gets to 100 views, and I'm only saying if, then this is definitely something you shouldn't do. Pick stuff off the thing, because when you're picking it off, you can burn yourself. But if, and it's a big if, it gets to 100, I'm doing a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. And yeah. So while these things here are cooking, you can easily go over. Look, that's the controller I got. It's actually quite good. Go over to a cabinet where you keep it, and maple syrup. And is there anything else in here? Maybe some honey, depending on which you prefer. Some peri-peri sauce. That's definitely a bad idea. And you know what? That's about it. Yeah. Cool. Now it's time to go back over to this pancake, and you should definitely not do what I did there, which is leave the pancake unattended, because that's how it burns. Nah, that's still cooking. Or is it? If I go this side? Nah, I'm still going to give it another minute or 2. Remember now, you can always actually turn the pan. Like I was reaching around like that, I could easily have done this and just rotated the pan. Okay, so yeah, it's nearly all done there, yeah. Remember though, it's a fine balance, because you also don't want to burn the other side, you know. You don't want to burn it, but you also don't want to undercook it either, so it's really a balance. And the more you cook pancakes, the more you will learn these things here. It's a really easy ingredients list to remember as well. 3 times the amount of flour as 3 times the amount of milk as flour. Right, this is how I remember it anyway. For every gram of flour, you do 3 grams of milk. 3 milliliters of milk, and then you simply just throw in an egg for every 300 grams of flour. That's how easy it is. And that's literally it. And then you use butter, but you know, the butter is kind of obvious, I would say, to anyone who makes pancakes. Now, I'd say definitely if you're looking for any amount of pancakes, definitely double the recipe, or even triple it even, you know. It's up to you what you do with it. So, you know, yeah, it's really, as I say, it's up to you how many you do. Just, if you're doubling one thing, you double everything else. You don't say, oh, I'll put in 2 eggs, but keep the recipe the same, or you'll double this, but you won't put in as many eggs. You know, you double everything. If you're doubling it, you double everything. If you're tripling it, you triple everything. That's how it goes, right? That's what you do with pancakes. And now, if you do realise halfway through that, you know, you don't have enough, what you do is you put these things here in a warming drawer, like that, and you go over here, you use the same bowl, because there's no issue with using the same bowl a second time, and you just go for it again. Right? You just go for it a second time. So, you know, now you can actually buy pre-made bottles of pancake mix if you want, which is literally just you throw them on the pan and you cook them. No prep involved, and I would say this one here is done enough. And these few pieces here. This is going to be roasting. There I go. Oh God, nearly touched the pan there. Yeah, let's see here. Now, you can always, if that doesn't stop. Yeah, okay. Give me a minute. The second I go away from the pan, it stops. You see? The second I go away from the pan, it just stops. That's what this thing here is for. You turn it on and then it kind of, you know, sucks out all the steam and smoke that rises. And from the ashes comes the falcon. Yes, trying to sound very philosophical here. Actually, a phoenix. What am I on about a falcon for? It's a phoenix rises from the ashes. God. So yeah, that's about going to do it for this video here. I'm probably actually going to make a bit more mixture after this pancake, obviously. I mean, you guys want to know how this pans out. Pans out. No? Okay, yeah. That was not worth anyone laughing at. And if you did laugh at it, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, definitely not enough in here for a proper lunch. Yeah. Pretty solid pancake there, if I don't say so myself. Just gonna give this one a bit longer. As you can see, it's cooking there, but there's still bits there and there. Bits there and bits around the edge there that aren't done. So it wants me to turn on the ring up there, but I don't want to turn on the ring up there. Oh yeah, on this one here, there's also a really small ring up there. I don't know why that exists. And then there's this thing here for like bigger pots. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory stuff. Okay, so loosen it off. Okay, wish me luck. Left-handed. That's how it's done. Perfect texture, perfect flip, clean. Precise. That's how I am. Unless you've seen any of my gaming videos, then you know I am none of those things whatsoever. Yeah. I just got really lucky that time. Ooh, there's a bit here actually. I am thinking of making a video soon on how to make hash browns actually, but I'm going to need to buy some potatoes for that. Yeah. You can. It's actually really easy to make them. You just shred them like a cheese grater. You use one of them. And you take your potato and you grate it up into small pieces, and that pancake is near perfect. So I have like 2 near perfect, 2 messy, and that's about it. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. I would like to thank you all for watching. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, tell your friends, get them to all watch my video on Beat Saber if you want to win that giveaway. More info to come. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Peace out and enjoy the rest of your day.